A very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let us continue to movie 11, where we talk about how to organize heading levels for chapter 5, discussion of the heading for qualitative research, or if your study is a quantitative one, you're going to change from discussion of the findings to discussion of the results. So the term findings is applied to a qual study, and the term results is applied to a quant study. So I have already prepared the file for chapter 5, so I'm going to import it now. So I hit an enter. So now I go to insert, ladies and gentlemen, insert, and I go to object, text from file, and I highlight the file that I want to import, and I click on insert. Now it's here. This is overlapping. So it's overlapping. I want to delete it. So let's get started on how to organize heading levels for chapter 5, discussion of the results or discussion of the findings. So basically, as you can see, chapter 5, discussion of the result, it's called again, it's heading level 1. And then I think it's a good idea, it's a good practice to have only 2 heading levels for chapter 5, discussion of the results. So this is heading level 2, discussion of research question 1, discussion of research question 2, discussion of research question 3, discussion of research question 4, and perhaps it's a good idea for your long research project or your thesis. It's a good practice to add chapter summary. In fact, chapter summary should be included in all chapters from chapter 1 to chapter 6. I think it benefits the audience when we provide a quick summary of each chapter. So again, ladies and gentlemen, organizing heading levels for chapter 5 is quite easy to do. It's quite easy. So basically you have heading level 1, and then heading level 2, level 2, level 2, level 2, level 2. That should be enough. That should serve the purpose of our research. So I think it's also a good idea to discuss your research results or research finding based on each research question this way. It's easy to follow. It's easy to write up the discussion. Also, you break your discussion into question by question and by question and by question. You can devote perhaps 20 minutes per day or 30 minutes per day to completing discussing the first research question, the second research question, the third research question. So I think it's helpful. It's a one strategy that enable us to get discussion chapter completed quite conveniently by doing this way, by breaking it down into discussion of the first research question, the second research question, the third research question, the last research question, if you have 4 research questions in your study. So let me read this the paragraphs for you. Again, I made this up in order to demonstrate, but my real research study gonna be similar to this one. So, chapter 5, discussions of the results. Chapter overview. This chapter attempts to discuss the key results based on the data supplied by the 108 respondents who took time to complete the questionnaire. The discussion below is organized under each of the 4 research questions, and as stated above, only the key results of each research question will be discussed, contextualized by comparing and or contrasting with the previous studies, and elaborated. Discussion of research question 1. The first research question that this study aims to address is: what is the level of satisfaction of the participating respondents with the services in School A? The overall results indicated that, and then you continue, and then you're gonna discuss the overall results, the key results for research question 1. So you can see you start with repeating the first research question because research questions are written down in chapter 1, so it's good to refresh, it's good to repeat the research question here before you present the key results, and then you discuss the key results or the key answers to the research question. So for discussion of research question 2, I have prepared quite detailed information. I don't have quite detailed information for discussion of research question 1. I try to demo more broadly here in discussion of research question 2. Let's see. Discussion of research question 2. The research question: what changes do the respondents want to see in the services provided by School A? Is the second question the present study aims to answer. The results show that there are only a few areas that the respondent wish to see changes or improvements, including the opening hour of the school library and the addition of small rooms that students can book for group work and or consultations. The call for longer opening of the school library can stem from the fact that students need to access the rich resources the library currently offers and the focus of the curriculum on student research projects. Currently, the library offers high-speed Wi-Fi access, online resources such as academic journals necessary for research assignments, and more importantly, a cozy atmosphere where everyone can concentrate on important tasks to complete. The present study lends a support to the study by Humi 2009, who found that students consider school facilities to be an important factor for the choice of a school they plan to attend. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the way we organize heading levels for chapter 5, discussions of results, is very accessible, it's very easy to do. So I strongly recommend, you're adopting a particular style that works for you. And this could be one way to go, right? One way to go. So what you need is to have heading level 1, Chapter 5, discussion of the findings. And then heading level 2, discussion of research question 1. Heading level 2, discussion of research question 2. Heading level 2, discussion of research question 3. Heading level 2, discussion of the last research question, if you have 4 research questions in your study. And then you conclude the chapter 5 with a paragraph, a short paragraph called a chapter summary. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's how we do it. This is one way. There are many ways, and I want to show you another way that is also possible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not love, this kind of style, discussion of research question 1, discussion of research question 2, etc., you might discuss your results or your findings based on themes or topics. No problem. I have, consulted the previous research, and some authors organize their discussion according to headings or themes or topics. For example, you might change discussion of research question 1 to something like this. Satisfaction with services. And then you start the paragraph. You discuss related results under satisfaction with the school services are fine. You don't need discussion of research question 1 or research question 2. Now it's up to you. It's up to you whether you want to discuss your findings based on each of the research question, or you want to construct important themes and then discuss them in your study. That is also a possibility. There are a couple of more possibilities, I think, but here I present one possible way that's easy to do. That's convenient for both the readers and the researchers. Thank you very much, and I shall see you again in movie number 12, where we talk about how to handle or organize heading level for the last chapter, chapter 6, conclusion, limitation, and further study. Thank you.